See, when you invest in something and you hustle and you work for something, you got a different type of attachment to it. You're going to have a cold day of hell for somebody trying to take this from you. We live by this, we die by this. We don't surrender, we don't retreat. Every man must search his own soul. I listen to that quote every morning.
Mr. 180's in the building. Let's go. We go live in 3, 2, 1. What's up, everybody? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's happening? I got to do it like that. What's happening? Listen, I need you to call your mama, call your daddy, call your grandpa and your grandma. That old auntie that you ain't talked to in a minute, call her too. Let them know Mr. 180 is on the air. And tonight, it's going down, baby. Listen, when I tell y'all it's going down, I'm hitting that share button because I need all y'all to tap in with your boy. Let me know that you here because today I got Coach Kisha Woods. She gonna get on here. She gonna give us some nuggets, and I need to hear from you. I need you to let me know that you can hear me. I need you to let me know, hey, I'm here to take some notes. I need you to go drop a comment, do something. You know what I'm saying? Do something with yourself. You got this. You got this. So listen, I need you to call somebody, let them know that the 180 show is on the air. Your boy, Mr. 180. Before we even get started, because y'all know I'm not going to keep her out there long, but we got to start off by thanking our sponsors. Thank the people that's keeping me on the air, because some of y'all is a rough crowd, and you know I got to thank those that are supporting me. So big shout out to Sin Styles. Syndicate, it's not just a brand, it's a lifestyle. Go over to sinstyles.com for original quality, custom designs, custom collections, many colors and styles to choose from. Go over to sinstyles.com. Make sure that you can check out that custom gear. I got to definitely give a shout out to my girl, Miss Dr. the Honorable Dr. Kirianza Moore Bird. She is the cover of October 2024. I got to give her a big shout out because guess what? Me and her are doing Unified Praise, a gospel gathering. Your girl, Crystal Aiken, Jokia, Cece Gabo, Dallas's own, Titus Showers, Lavalis. We will be meeting you in Belton, Texas, on 810 North Main Street on Friday, February 21st, 2025. Why am I promoting this so early? Because guess what? You got to get your tickets now. Get your tickets now. Get your tickets now. Listen, give a big shout out to Z Speaks every Tuesday. You can go check her out on Spotify, iHeartMusic, Podbean, or go to Z Speaks on any social media platform. And guess what? It's going to go down. Listen. I ain't even going to keep her out long. Y'all make some noise. Shoot those hearts for the one, the only, Kisha Woods. What's up, Coach? How you doing?
What's going on, y'all? Happy Thursday, baby. What it do?
Happy Thursday. I have to jump right into it. I'm gonna let you introduce who you are, but we got to go back from the beginning because I tell people your network will depict your net worth. People don't even understand that, right? So everybody, let me explain how this connection started. We're in a couple of groups together, podcast groups together. We were put on a live together, and then it just kind of flourished from there. And I'm going to let you take the story from there. Let people know who you are and how we met. Like, what's up? How you get here?
Absolutely. So what's good, y'all? My name is Kisha Woods. I go by Coach K Transforms. I'm the founder and CEO of Upgraded Mindsets, LLC. I am located here in the Midwest, Peoria, Illinois, and I am a full-time life and business coach. I am a podcaster. I am a Amazon bestselling author. I am a consultant. I have another business, which is UPM Suites, which I am sitting in as we get it in here on this live. I am just an overall serial entrepreneur. I am a woman of many talents, and that is me walking into my entrepreneurial purpose. So I really work with people to help them with mindset transformation, shaking those outdated values and belief systems that sometimes hold us back and hinder us, whether it's on a personal or professional level. But I also work with us to establish and build our entrepreneurial purpose. There are a lot of people out here who have businesses, but they are not operating in the purpose of their business. So you work with me to establish that, to become confident in that. And we work on building the entire ecosystem of your business, because I say it all the time. Anybody can start a business, but you have to be in the mindset and have the mindset to grow and pivot your business. And that is what
Wow.
I do, baby. So I'm just
Wow.
happy to be here. Me and Archie did, like he said, we connected through a podcast group, had conversations. We've had multiple conversations since. And, again, aligning with those that are like minded doesn't have to necessarily be those close to you, but the importance of building is establishing new connections along the way. So I'm super glad to be here. I'm super glad we met, and let's get into some things tonight.
Man, okay, so your story it was inside of one of the 180 Life Enterprise magazines. So
Absolutely.
first off, congratulations on that.
Thank you. Thank
Definitely
you.
featured. I'm trying to see if they got that one on the queue, but we're gonna make sure we get it up before we go.
Oh, for
All
sure.
right, so tap into it. Let's first, because we was talking before we started, everybody.
Hmm.
The professionalism. A lot of people feel, oh, I have a business, but I shouldn't have to pay no money, or I have a business and what do I need your services for? Because I'm already doing it. Let's tap into that because I feel like these days, I think people are taking being an entrepreneur, the word for granted the wrong way. Or am I tripping? Help me out there.
I don't want to say you tripping, right? So I feel like a lot of people, because I started my business during the pandemic, right? June of
Mhm.
2020 is when Upgraded Mindsets was officially launched. And I know there are a lot, and I mean a lot of us other small business owners that did the same thing. What I have seen is a lot of us are either no longer in business, or we are still operating in the pandemic way of business. The pandemic way of business is was people was on lockdown, so they were shopping a lot more online. They just was doing things because they had nothing else to do. Well,
Mhm.
we are no longer operating in those times. People are back outside. We've been outside for the last couple years. And just speaking to the term of customer service, let's get into that first.
Wow.
You have to have some form of customer service. I come from a customer service background in corporate America. So therefore, I understand that I have to have that form. I'm a coach. So I'm not going to approach anybody in a malicious, mean way. I want their business. And I think
Right.
a lot of times people, when they have businesses, they feel like that they are the prize, when it's 5,500 other people out here that's doing what y'all doing, and y'all feel like
Wow.
y'all don't have to have customer service. Customer service is the way you talk to people. Customer service is the way you present your product to people. Customer service is the feedback you get from people. If they're asking you a question, don't get agitated because somebody's asking you a question about your business. That's
Right.
that's your business. I don't know what you do. I just see a
Right.
couple pictures. So if I want to inquire, why is that a problem? Oh, I don't feel like answering that. Oh, well, you don't want my money. So
Right.
that's an outdated mindset. That's a negative mindset when it comes to being a business owner. Because if you just want to have a hustle, then just say you want to have a hustle. But we got to
Mm.
stop labeling that as business when you don't want to apply everything that's required to have a business.
Wow. Wow. Okay, so let's talk about because I you done dropped some nuggets already. And because like I never thought of it like that. People are still operating in the COVID
Mhm.
mindset. And I because
Absolutely.
I lately I've been finding myself frustrated. So I'm gonna get my help that I need y'all on the air in front of y'all. We're gonna be real transparent. I've been finding myself frustrated lately with customers because and clients because the way they moving and the way I'm moving don't seem to mesh.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, let's talk about you as a coach because I'm a marketing manager, I'm a PR guru. Um, how do you work together and not, oh, I have a coach and now you're gonna do the work? Explain that part. I don't know if you've been through that.
Oh, I have. I have.
Okay.
When people hire me, they automatically assume that I'm their assistant. And that's just not how that works. When you think of a coach, think of it as a basketball coach, a sports coach, right?
Mm,
When your coach is on the sideline, you're on the court. You're the one making the moves, doing the plays. They are guiding you, they're advising you, and that's what it is. As your coach, I'm going to come up with some strategies. We're going to come up with those together. We're going to brainstorm. You know how the coach calls timeout, pulls you to the side. Hey, this what da, 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 da. Let's make it happen. Let's do it this way. Let's see how that works. That is exactly what I do as a coach. What I'm not is somebody that's about to just take over all your work for you. And
right.
if that's something you want me to do, there comes a cost with that, a
Wow.
hefty cost, because you're basically wanting to take all of the work off of you. And that's going
Right.
to come at a price, you know. So I have to express that. A coach is somebody that is guiding you from the sidelines, helping you with goal setting, helping you come up with time management skills, helping you come up with
Wow.
strategies to be more effective in your business or whatever it is, because I help on a personal level too. That's actually where I started. It's always been about mindset for me. When I began, I started as a mindset coach because that was the journey I took. So you have to replace those old values and those old beliefs that you aren't supposed to put in the work, because I'm gonna keep it a buck. A lot of people don't want to put the work in to grow their business. They just want to say they have a business. And
Wow.
why? You know, so it's just
Wow.
important. Look at it from that aspect. When you are looking at a coach, if anybody is out here that is looking to receive some guidance, receive some assistance, get some feedback, that is what us as coaches do. We are going to sit up here and brainstorm. Let's come up with I call it purpose planning. Let's come
Wow.
up with a purpose plan to help you grow. And that's going to take time, but it's also going to take effort on your part. So if
Wow.
you ain't ready to do that work, hey, don't come hollering at me. I'm be honest. I'm beyond that stage in my business. I don't just you can't just come to me and be half-assed. You know, you just
Yeah.
can't. You've got to be
Yeah.
ready to put in the work, because I am big on accountability and I'm going to hold you accountable from day one.
So let's talk about transformation. And I think that was, you said it, and it was another aha moment. That
Mhm.
was the moment when I said I wanted to connect with you. So like I'm going to do whatever I need to do to connect with this lady, was because when you talk about transformation, that's 180 Life's plan. That's 180 Life's business. You're all on my street, and it's um I don't feel like I talk about it enough, but it's a mindset shift.
Mhm.
180 Life, when you change everything about what you're doing, you're turning your back on what you knew, you're
Yeah,
changing your mindset. It's a mindset shift. And
it
I
is.
think when you said that, that was my moment to say, you know what? I got to connect with her because she gets it.
Yep.
And that's what I want the people to understand is, not saying, oh, this coach is better than that coach. You have to have those moments where you can say, you know what? They get it. I know my purpose.
Yep.
I know my purpose is about change. I know my purpose is about marketing and PR and where I
Right.
want to go. Dreams coming true. But it has to be someone connected to me that gets it without me having to explain
Yep.
that they get it. So when you say transformation and mind transformation, what do you feel, especially in this world that we live in today, in the society that we live in today, what are some nuggets that you could give maybe a young person that's like, hey, I might need to get it together. I don't know, but I like where I'm at, but I don't like where I'm at.
Right.
What would you give them?
It's okay to seek support. It's okay to ask for help. We are in a society right now where it makes it seem like, you're weak if you ask for help. You're weak if you cry. You weak if you show emotion. And that is just a societal stigma that honestly needs to be broken. And I advocate for that, because not only am I a coach, I also advocate for mental health and mental illness and mental awareness. I'm on the board of directors for my local NAMI affiliate, which is the National Alliance of Mental Illness. So it when you talk about mindset shift and mindset transformation, you've got to understand that that's going to require support, because what you're doing is you are unlearning what you have spent years being taught, being showed,
Mhm.
and you're reconditioning your entire lifestyle.
Wow.
And when you go through transformation, some of the things that you did that you might have thought were fun then, that
Mhm.
transformation, you may not even look at that as fun anymore. That's exactly what happened with me. There are a lot of things that I used to do before I took this journey in 2020 that I'm like, yeah, I don't fool with that now. It
Right.
doesn't even interest me. So for someone and this is for any age, because as I work with older people as well, because a lot of times older people feel like it's too late for them, and it's never too late. My quote is, it's never too late to elevate. So for someone that, may be kind of struggling trying to figure out what life looks like for them, it's okay to not have it all figured out. I
Wow.
know social media portrays it like, everybody on here got it all together. We know that's cap, y'all. We know it's cap. It's cap,
Yeah.
so just be okay with taking your time and figure out what your journey looks like for you, because you are individual, and that's why we're called individuals, because you're supposed to figure things out for you. You ain't supposed to do what your best friend. I don't care if that's your best friend. You still not supposed to take the same steps and walk the same journey. You got to figure out what life looks like for you. So
Wow.
that's the really important part of that.
Wow. So let's talk to that person because I want to jump into entrepreneurship. And people look at it and I've been an entrepreneur for 5 years now. People think I'm rich and I got all this money to just support everything that everybody else has going on while nobody supports what I got going on. Um, I don't know how they expected me to do that, but let's talk to those entrepreneurs that try to support everybody. Because I believe a real successful entrepreneur is real giving. That's just my belief. There's some entrepreneurs that believe that's not true. But talk to the entrepreneur that might be dealing with depression. That might
Yeah.
be I tell people all the time, check on your entrepreneur friends. We're not okay. Trust me.
Come on,
We're
tell
up.
it again. Woo, tell
We're
it again. Tell it
we're
again.
up for days at a time. We're sleep deprived. We're trying to make it happen. We're trying to, make it more appealing for the eye so you can support or not support or tell us what's good and bad. Um, but I want you to talk to the entrepreneur that's dealing with that depression and second guessing.
Yeah. There's going to be that, right? One of the things that I work with my clients on is understanding that obstacles are going to occur, because what we again have been programmed to believe that we're never going to encounter obstacles. No matter what changes you make in life, there are always going to be obstacles. So instead of trying to spend time avoiding them, I work with my clients to embrace them, and we come up with policies to soften the blow, quote unquote.
Wow.
I use the term, instead of hitting a brick wall, you're going to bounce off a rubber wall, because when those set of emotions come in, that self doubt, that
Mhm.
questioning if you are doing things the right way, you always got to, one, revert back to your why. And I literally just had this conversation this morning on another podcast. You got to revert back to your why. Always go back to the why. Why did you start? What are you doing this for? What is the purpose behind what it is that you're trying to do? But also understanding that along the journey, you've never done this before. So it's not going to
Mhm.
be a perfect road. So understanding that there are going to be obstacles. There are going to be, days where you don't make any money. There are going to be days where you might make a lot of money. There are going to be days where people don't support you. And I want to talk about support, because this is one of the biggest things that I know that we all deal with. And it is the fact that we feel like people close to us should be our biggest supporters.
Come
And
on.
that is a mindset shift that I have been working with my clients to change. They see the difference, because once I tell them, listen, I'm not saying that they can't be that supportive person, but you're depending on them to be that support for you, and you're setting yourself up for failure. So why are you depending on them? Do you want them to be your only clients? Do you want them to be the only person that buys your products, that uses your services? No. So you've got to stop focusing on those that are close to you. We hear it, we see it all the time. Strangers going to support you faster than the people close to you. And that is a fact. But I don't want us to look at that as a negative fact, because you did not start this business to satisfy your family and friends. You started the business to create a legacy for yourself and to be able to put your product or service out to the world.
Wow.
So get into that mindset of saying, hey, I'm global. I call myself global. I've been global. I claim that. You know
Yeah.
why? Because when I started my business, we were on lockdown. So I started online, right? Started online and came back to my community. So I have a global following, whether it's through my Facebook pages, whether it's through my podcast. I have a global following. I claim that. I walk that. And because I walk that, I have clients in 10 different states. And I'm
Wow.
proud of that. I'm not
Wow.
I'm not bragging, but I'm going to tell you because it's something that everybody can achieve if you just get out of that same town mindset. I don't care if you have a local product or you make food or stuff like that. You still can think on a global scale.
Yeah.
So it's just important that you get yourself into the mindset of doing that.
Wow. I like that global. Big shout out to Yumiki Harmani. I will never forget her. No matter where she's at in the world. Because when I first did Top Influential Woman, the first year, I'm on year number 3, and she told me, she said, "Man, um, you're an international superstar." And I'm like, I don't even have a passport. What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like, let's
Right,
be
right.
real. You know, I've never been out the country. I've been to Mexico, but it was, on accident. Like, you know what I'm saying? But
Right, right.
um, in literally 6 months later, we had a brunch, and she said, everywhere you go, you tell them you're international, international, international. I promise. 6 months later, Canada calls and says they have my magazines all through Canada. And, it afforded me to go on tour with some of the big superstars everybody sees me working with. And it was just the fact of really believing it. I
Yep.
want you to jump into this because this is my belief. And this is where I got to. And everybody, man, how did you get success so fast? I stopped caring about the people who was supporting, and I just loved on the people who wasn't supporting. I mean, I just
Yep.
loved on the people that was.
Yep.
And then it stopped being about the money for me.
Yep.
Um, and I stopped getting in stress factors and desperate factors. And
Yep.
I just started working. And I just realized, oh man, I'm good behind the camera. Oh man, this magazine's getting better. And I was taking the criticism of people and I would grow with it. I think my grandmother used to tell me, take what you can and throw away the bones. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
But I want you to kind of talk on that. Like really, because that's the mindset shift I had to go through.
yeah.
I had to make a certain amount. I'm 100% entrepreneur. This
Me
was
too.
before I had the 2 kids. This was
Right.
it was just me and my wife. And it was just I want you to talk on purpose. That's our
Mhm.
word. Ooh,
Yes.
word of the day,
Ooh,
y'all.
come
Dun,
on,
dun, dun,
my
dun. I need
favorite,
the
one of my
word.
faves, one of my
Okay,
faves. I love it.
purpose. Hop
So,
in there.
like, a lot of us don't even know what our purpose is,
Ooh.
right? Um, I spent years not knowing what my purpose was. That doesn't mean that I wasn't living. It just means I didn't know what my purpose was. But I was just going by day to day. I thought that my purpose was being helpful to other people. And I spent so much time doing that that what happened is I wasn't doing that for myself.
Wow.
We spend so much time prioritizing everybody else's needs that we fall short on our own.
Yeah.
So part of my purpose, and I actually write about this in my book, From Havoc to Healing, 30 Days of Reconditioning, because that was the first 30 days of my transformation. And it is
Wow.
available on Amazon, y'all. Shameless plug, but it is on
Yeah.
Amazon. So,
Make sure
but
y'all go get it. Support, support, support. I
yes,
love that.
yes. So that was the first 30 days of my shift and understanding that I had to put me first. Now, when we
Mm.
talk about that, a lot of people feel like because you're saying I'm putting myself first, that means that you're not helping anybody anymore. And that doesn't mean that. What it means is that you are making yourself better so you can be a more effective, supportive person.
Wow.
Also, with boundaries.
Wow.
Also, knowing how to say no. Also, not feeling like you have to do everything for everybody all the time. That is where my shift came in because I've always been a supportive person. I've always been like an unofficial coach in some capacity. I just didn't operate in it until after 2020.
Wow.
So, me saying, hey, I'm finna become a better version of myself so I can really pour into those who I want to support and those that I want to be there for. That's what I had to do. And because I made that shift, there were some people that dropped off. You have to be okay with that, y'all. Everybody not going to be able to go on the journey with you unless you hold yourself back because you're waiting on these same people to go on a journey with you.
Wow.
That don't mean there got to be beef behind it. That don't mean that you got to hate them. It just means that that season is over. And you've got to be okay with what that looks like for you because a lot of us, and I mean a lot of us, stop ourselves from walking in our purpose because
Yeah.
we are worried about what somebody else think, feel, and that they stuck. So we're going to stay stuck with them. How
Can I
make that
can
make
I
sense?
can I piggyback off that? For
Mhm.
me, my thing was, and this is just me.
Right.
My thing was because I was in that thing, man. I ain't got no friends no more. Nobody's believing in what I got going on. And then it hit me. You don't go to work with them. I don't pull up to the hotel where they work at, or
Come on.
the bank, or wherever their employment is where they work at, and oh yeah, you're doing so good. No, they go and punch that clock. So they
Yep.
can't come to my place of employment where I'm on the stage jumping around. I'm taking pictures. To them, I'm just a picture taking, video making person. They don't know what the business is behind that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just a
Yep.
podcaster. I'm
Yep.
just to this. I'm just to that. Oh, he has a little old magazine over there. They
Yep.
don't know what. And it really came to a point. We can still go and have dinner. We can still go
Yeah.
and have brunch. I still text, hey, how y'all doing? And it hit me when I was on the road and people were saying, oh, he thinks he's to this. And it was
Oh,
this. And
so
I'm
bad.
gonna tell you this, coach. I'm gonna tell you this. What happened was I signed the contract to go on the road, right? And in the contract, I had to be careful where I went while I was off because they paid me a
Mhm.
lump sum, and you need to, it was. And I see what basketball player, you
Mhm.
can't do this, you can't do that, you can't do this.
Yep.
So I went to go hang out with some friends in Vegas, and I had to let them know. At that time, I was working for a major network. Hey,
Right.
I'm going to Vegas with my friend. Da 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 da. So when we were getting together of how we was getting to Vegas, who was picking me up from the airport, who was dropping me off, who was getting me to the hotel, my company I worked for was setting up all the stuff for us. Oh, well, I don't need to go through you. I'll never forget. A friend said, I don't need to go through you. That's my brother. And I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. This is how I work. It's
Yeah.
not me trying to be better than you. They have to make sure that I'm able to come back on tour. Well, I
Yep.
don't care about none of that. I knew you before. And I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah, that part.
wow.
Yeah. They don't understand our life as entrepreneurs. They don't understand that it's different. You know,
Yeah,
I was in corporate America. I in 2019, you'd have never told me that I'd even be an entrepreneur. I had no desire. I was not pursuing anything on an entrepreneurial level. And 2020 was my transformational year. I made all those shifts. I started coaching and I was fired from my job in November of 2020. So you know
wow.
what? I had my purpose was aligning because it's like, yeah, you didn't think about it a year ago, but this is where you're at now. I had to trust that process. And it was like either go get another job or go ahead and take this full time. And that's what I did.
Yeah,
And on that journey, there still is transformation being made. So things that I was potentially talking about before, I no longer talked about. Places that I might have been going before, I no longer wanted to go. I knew that I had to start getting myself in spaces with like-minded individuals.
yeah,
And that is one of the biggest transformations us as entrepreneurs have to understand. You've got to get yourself in the space with like-minded. They don't have to do the same thing that you're doing, but they have to have an entrepreneurial spirit. They have to be walking that journey, because that's the only way that you are going to grow. You're the only entrepreneur around a bunch of corporate minded people or a bunch of corporate workers. Explain to me how you're growing. Explain to me what you're learning as being around a whole bunch of people that's working in corporate America. Nothing against corporate America at
Yeah.
all. I don't have any beef with corporate America. I ain't going back.
I
But
can I even say
hey,
this though? I had to let somebody know. I'm not trying to be mean. Entrepreneurship is not for everybody.
it's definitely
Every,
not.
everybody can't be the boss because then I
No.
won't have no employees. You won't have no employees. If everybody become the boss, some of us need employees. And it was
Yeah.
just because they came to us, me and my wife. Everybody knows. Big shout out to my wife, Mrs. 180. She is resting, everyone. But they went to her and was like, "Hey, when you gonna quit your job and be an entrepreneur like your husband?" I said, "Oh no, 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 no." And it's not the fact of, but it's not the fact that my wife wouldn't be a good entrepreneur because my wife
Yeah.
does. She does have a side company, but entrepreneurship, how it works in my house, might not be how it works at your house. Number
Yep.
one. Number two was, I know with me, I get up, I have my to-do list, and I get everything off my to-do list. I reach goals, I set goals, I reach them. Some people aren't able to do that thing. So
Yeah.
you have to understand it's okay being in corporate America because we need y'all. We need y'all to be able to hold it down. It's just
And
not for
it's
me.
okay to do both. It's okay to do both, because
It is.
I have clients that are still in corporate America, but they do have, side businesses. Their vision is to eventually want to be full time, and we work towards that. But people have to understand that is a process. You still have to apply tools, resources, strategies to help you grow so you can do that. I have a client that she's got a 5-year goal. We're actually in year 2 now of her 5-year goal to leave corporate America. That's a realistic goal, because again, she's making sure that cushions are set, but she's also putting her strategies, and her blueprint is set. If she wanted to leave tomorrow, she probably could, but
Mhm.
she's looking at it from a financial standpoint and a purpose standpoint too. She's not ready in her mind,
Wow.
and we're okay with that. I don't push anybody to say, "Oh, leave your job." When we talk about entrepreneurship, that's the first thing people assume is, "Oh, you telling me to leave my job?" I'm not. I'm not.
Right.
If you're fine with working your job, if you're happy, because a lot of y'all ain't happy at these jobs, I'm gonna be honest, y'all ain't happy. You can have a purpose at a job too. If you don't have that, there's a struggle. If you're coming home crying every night from your job, hey, it's time to find one that's going to put you in your purpose,
Wow.
whatever that
And
looks
can I
like.
can I piggyback off that as well? Like my
Hmm.
thing is this. And these are things that I wish I learned before I jumped out here. God
Yeah.
blessed me in my situation. I never went
Yeah.
without, but I
Me
do
as
have
well.
those stories that it got rough. I gotta, if I told you about the storm we in right now, the last 2 months of my life,
Hmm.
but at the end of the day, I tell people let your job fund your business till your business can fund itself. Because
You
one thing
better
is when
tell it
you jump
again.
into this entrepreneurship space, there ain't nobody clicking that payroll button to magically put some
Nope.
money in your bank account. No, if you don't get up and go find you some customers or tell about your business, and I'm gonna even piggyback, I'm gonna even go left on that. When I start working with people, I go and look at their Facebook, Instagrams, LinkedIn, and everything. When's the last time you posted about your own business? Oh,
Yeah.
well, I got a business page. No, when have
Woo,
you
man,
posted
don't get me started on that one.
about your business? You can't expect me to sell, get you booked, do all this other stuff because you're giving me a measly $1,000 a month. No. When have you promoted your business? And I'm gonna even give this free thing. I know it's about Coach K, y'all. Y'all gotta get her
Oh no,
book.
it's about the
Y'all
game,
gotta
the gems that we dropping tonight, because
listen,
I'm coming to
listen.
drop gems. So
You already know. I want you to even piggyback off this. The thing is people feel okay, they get you, they get me, and oh, my business is supposed to blow up. Oh, I'm supposed to get booked. What you don't understand is, yeah, you saying people don't support you. Maybe people ain't supporting you because they don't even know what you're doing. They
They
have
don't know
no
what you're
clue.
doing. You posting more about other people's stuff and drama and celebrity entertainment than you posting about your own business. Before I even work with a client, that's exactly what I look for. I vet my clients. Now, I wasn't always at that stage. I wasn't always blessed to be able to do that. You know, there was a time where it was like, oh, yeah, I need to get this money. I need to get this money. I don't operate like that no more. You come to me, I do free consultations. First chat is always on me because I want to know one, what it is that you do and what it is that you want from me. I tell you what I offer, but I'm finna go look on your social media page. And if your social media page, you got 3 days where you posted nothing but BS, and then you might have a post about your business, and then a week go by, I don't see nothing else about your business. I already know. Now, I'm gonna call you out on it because I'm gonna say, well, I can see why you ain't getting no customers. You ain't promoting your business.
Yeah.
But it's when I have that conversation with you and you be like, and you start to make excuses. Yeah, I might not be a fit for you because, baby, I don't go for excuses. I know that we have moments, we have vulnerable moments and things like that, but you cannot make excuses if you're trying to grow. And it goes back to the conversation we had earlier. You've got to be ready to do the work. Entrepreneurship is not easy. Starting a business, creating a business, you might think your product is the best product in the world. Guess what? It's 1,000 people that think the same thing, and they are investing in themselves to show people that their product is the best product out there. Nobody wants to invest. You want to just assume, you want to tag 99 people. That is a pet peeve of mine, y'all. I'm just going to keep it a buck. The way, let's talk about Facebook. Facebook has made so many shifts, y'all. I'm about to give y'all some game, okay? Facebook
Yeah.
has given y'all so many shifts. It's given so many shifts. We now know that Facebook is out to promote the entertainment. They're here to promote people that are paying for them to be promoted, right? That tag in 99 people is not effective anymore. It's not effective as you think. You tagging them, ask yourself, the 99 people that you just tagged, have they ever bought a product from you? Have they ever shared a post from you? Y'all tag people that don't even have an interest in your product. Explain to me how that's marketing. Explain to me what that's going to do for you. Now, if you have 10 clients that you know rock with you, absolutely tag them to notify them, hey, you got a new product out or whatever else. That's cool. But y'all just be tagging the first 99 people
No,
that
no.
Facebook show on y'all friends list. And that is
And
not
my name
effective
starts with an
marketing
A,
tactic.
and so I be on all of my name start with an A, and
Yep.
I just go and untag myself. And by the time I get there, because it be at 99, by the time I get there, they be at 67. I said,
Yep.
okay, so I'm not the only one untagging myself. Let me go
Exactly.
to
Everybody doesn't want to be tagged in your products, but this involves the marketing, this involves the research. Also, structure your page. I know Facebook has made these changes, so structure your page to see what it is you want to see. Because I know people are always like, it costs nothing to share. It doesn't, right? And I do share occasionally. But let me tell you why I don't share all day, every day. If I shared everybody else's stuff all day, every day, my algorithm is going to tell me, guess what? I see that this is what you like because you share. So now I'm finna start seeing all the stuff that I shared, and that's not even the stuff that I'm interested in.
yeah,
So you have to be very strategic when you do that. If you're sharing 8 times a day and none of that is pertaining to your business, you're not going to see nothing that's related to your business. So I'm not saying not to share and support occasionally, y'all, but the way Facebook is making changes, I don't, in my professional opinion, do not recommend you sharing everybody else's content because that's the content that's gonna the algorithm is gonna push right back to you. And then you're gonna be like, why am I seeing only this? I ain't seeing nothing that I like because you done shared all this stuff. So
right.
Facebook, like, oh yeah, well, I'm finna give it back to you. Just like
And
when you have a conversation about something and you see it in your news feed when you scroll, it's the same
yeah,
thing. You know what I'm
like,
saying? It's the
I
same
started learning
exact
that
line.
too. I started learning that like what you click on, what you hurting, and I have what I think 10,000 people,
Yep.
and it's like I see the same 7 people.
Yep.
The same 7 people. And the thing is, but the difference with me is I really go and network. I
Yep.
create groups to network with. Hey,
Yep.
let me come in. And that's the thing is when you're getting into coaching and brand brand development and stuff like that,
Yep.
I'm looking to see, okay, what is it crystal clear what you sell.
Yep.
Is your product crystal clear? Me, I do a lot of stuff. But if you get on everything that I do, guess what y'all gonna see on every site that I have? LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, the website, y'all gonna see this magazine.
Yep.
You're gonna see this magazine everywhere. I don't You might not know that I do videos, you might not know that I do photos, you might not know that I go and do public speaking, you might not know that I host events, but y'all gonna know, oh, that's the guy that owns that magazine.
Yep. Yep. It's facts. And people gonna know I'm a coach.
Right.
Wherever you see me at, you're gonna know that because whatever you see on in the first sentence or two, that's what you're gonna read. Life and business coach, author, serial entrepreneur, podcaster. You're gonna know, what it is that I do, and you can easily click links to take you to everything that I offer. It's really important that we have easy access to stuff. I don't want to click 5 different things to get to something that you're offering. If you sell products, you need to make sure that those products are available for me within the first click, because people drop off after the second click, y'all. And that's for your website too. So just being mindful of that. You want us to know what you sell, you want us to know what you offer, great. But it's okay to reach out to somebody to help you with that. Be ready to invest in your business, people, whatever that looks like. If you don't like a certain thing, I do SWOT analysis with with new clients. Once we onboard and everything, we go straight to the SWOT analysis. I need to know what your strengths are. What have you done that has deemed successful within your business? I need to know
Mhm.
what your weaknesses are. What is it that you can't stand to do or that you struggle with? What opportunities have you had since you've launched the business? What threats have you incurred since you've launched the business? We go through that, and I'm an unbiased feedback, because you take it to somebody else, you take it to a family member, and they're like, oh, what, you shouldn't did this. Y'all got to stop asking people that ain't never did what it is y'all trying to do. Okay. Y'all got to stop.
Yeah.
You got to stop doing that. They
Yeah.
might mean well. They might mean well. But if they have never done it, you can't ask them and expect what it is that's going to work for you. Get the feedback. Great. Thank you so much. But you got to leave it there. And if it's not working for you got to be okay with saying it's not working. Be accountable. Accept
Wow.
it. Because
I,
accepting that is going to help you be able to shift and say, okay, I need to try something new. That doesn't mean give up. Something didn't work. That doesn't mean give up. If your purpose is worth it, you're not going to give up. You're just going to say, I need to reroute. I need to realign some things, restructure. But I'm also going to make sure that I got somebody. I need a team to make that happen. It doesn't cost millions of dollars to have a team, y'all.
yeah.
You could hire a coach just to help you with your goals, short term, long term. You can hire a social media manager to maybe help you structure your pages better. You can hire a virtual assistant, to help you with administrative stuff if you ever get to that point. There's so many different things that you can invest in to help
Mhm.
you with the growth of your business. And I just want us to get into the mindset of wanting to do that, because it is people out here that have amazing products, amazing services, but they feel like they can do it by themselves. So they're half-assing it, and it's not getting to the right people, and they're not making any money.
And that's the name of the game. A lot of times, a lot of people don't, because I do that. If it's not working, that doesn't mean quit.
Yeah.
Sometimes it might say counter it, but then on the flip side, hey, let's readjust some things.
Yeah.
And it was some things that you said. Now I want you to tap into this because we're getting to the new year, we're getting to the holidays, y'all about to start doing these vision board
New
parties,
year, new me. New
you
year,
know what
new
I'm saying? All
me.
these wonderful cliches. And nothing against it. Nothing against it. Go to as many
Right.
vision board parties as you would like. Do what you do, But my thing is I don't want you to take that as, oh, well, I went to the vision board party. This is all I need. You really might want to get people in your corner that are
Now.
really helping you get those visions. Because
Now.
you go to the vision board party and you put a Maserati on your vision board, but you making $10 an hour, that's not realistic. When you get
Now.
a coach, and I work with coach, I work with her. Some days I be We be good the next day. Hey, yeah, you can't move like that, bro. Like, get it together. Look, well, this what we doing.
He know I'm gonna say it in a minute
Get it
because
together. We was both on our way to another event, and we ain't got time to be sitting here talking what's going on. This what
yeah,
we doing. Okay, this is the direction we gonna move in.
yep,
Tomorrow you need to do A, B, C, and D, and then I'm gonna do my part, and we're gonna put this together, and we're gonna shoot it out there.
yep.
And I'm like, action. Okay, let's do it. You know what
Action.
I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And you gotta get
Absolutely.
people on your team that's gonna put action behind what you want. Everybody wants a plane, everybody wants a big house, everybody wants a nice car. But what are you gonna do to get there realistically?
Realistically. It's fact.
Because you the thing is, and again, if everybody is a candle maker, we're gonna use that because there's a candle in front of me. Big shout out to all our candle makers out there. If everybody's a candle maker, everybody could sell if they knew their audience. They're in different regions. They
Yep.
know what their audience is. I believe, and this is just me as a magazine owner, y'all could come together and collab on some stuff.
Oh
You
my
know,
God.
there
Come on.
really, as a people, we really have to come together and say, you know what? Here goes some resources here. Hey, let's collab on this project. Let's do this. Let's do that. So we can all win. It can't
Yeah.
be big eyes, little U's. It got to be really a collaboration.
Listen, y'all. Let me tell you, I am all for that. Collaborations are necessary for the growth of your business. Partnerships are essential for the growth of your business. You cannot pivot by yourself. So, this is where the mindset shifts come in. Everybody, I see these memes being shared. Oh, I did it by myself. That's not a flex, y'all. Let me just tell y'all, as someone who spent years being the strong woman and saying, oh, I did this all by myself, it's not a flex. Saying we did something by ourselves is a survival mindset. If you are wanting to have a business and grow it, you need to get into a thriving mindset. And those that thrive know that they can't do it by themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So it is really important that you understand that the longer you keep saying, I'm doing this by myself, ain't nobody help me, that's a negative mindset and you're stuck there. You're in survival mode still. And I get it because it can be psychological. We've dealt with trauma. Everybody has dealt with some form of trauma in our lives, but don't let that be the reason why you do not become the most empowering version of yourself because you're too prideful, your ego, your emotions are overcoming and overpowering you to reach out and get help, whether it's therapeutic intervention, whether it's coaching, consultation, helping with your marketing, your branding, whatever it is. I talk to people about the entire ecosystem of their business. And all of those things that I just mentioned are the ecosystem of their business. We're going to have a conversation about this. We're going to begin the process of elevating each level of that. And each
Mm-hmm.
level of that is critical it's just so critical to make sure that you are doing what you have to do. So I say this and I say it often. It is okay to ask for help. It is okay to seek support, but I'm going to tell you this. Everybody don't got to give you free support and free game. I am beyond the stage that I feel like that I have to always give free resource, free game, free coaching, free consultation because I have platforms that offer that. I have the Upgraded Mindsets Media channel, which currently streams two dope ass podcasts of mine, Empowering Real Talk and The Woman's Hustle, Thrills and Spills of Entrepreneurship. It's so much free game in them episodes. I could charge for them by itself, but I don't because that is the resources that I want to be able to provide. I
Yeah.
have monthly meetings for virtual support groups for women. We talk about goal oriented things, growth over everything, gratitude, resilience, optimism, wellness, thriving, happiness over everything. I have those things that I offer. I don't charge for that stuff. But when it comes to my services, I am very confident in what I do and I'm very unapologetic. And baby, the price is the price. I
Yeah.
don't, but I wasn't always there. So I really said all that to say, for those that, may be struggling with charging, those that may feel like, that they have to discount things and stuff like that. I want you to be confident in your brand, in your product, in your service. You don't have to discount it. If someone's asking you for a discount, they're not your client. They're not your
They're not
customer.
your client.
And
Yep.
put the effort in to find your client. Everybody's not your client. Everybody's not my client. I have a specific target audience. And that is, I'll finish up with that. You got to know who your audience is. You got to know who you want to reach. And you got to know that out the gate. You can't wing that. You got to know who it is that you want to serve. If you don't know, everybody says, oh, I want to help everybody. That's too broad. You better believe business owners, these big wigs, they had target audiences that they were trying to reach. Walmart was trying to reach the people that did not make six figures. They had a target audience.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? They had a target audience. So when I say target audience, you've got to figure out who that is for you.
Wow. She dropping nuggets, y'all. When I tell you nuggets, and look, we got 8 more minutes to go before we have to wrap this up. But I want to jump into, you said something earlier in the show. Um, you were talking about time management.
Hmm.
And this is something that she's come to me with. As everyone knows, I do have a wife. I do have 2 kids under 2. I do have 2 grown kids, you know. I do own a business, but I do also have a family. Then I do have a church family. Then I do have God. And then I have, and talk about time management, because there's some people that do not understand. You can't just go, 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 go. I have my health that I have to keep up with, guys. A
Yeah,
lot of people don't know. I have a couple health issues, but talk about that. Get us together with that.
I will. So when it comes to time management, I like to go on the minute standpoint. We say we have 24 hours in a day. I have two of some older mentors that I had that really put me on game when it came to this, and it really changed my life. So instead of operating off the 24-hour rule, I say there are 1,440 minutes in a day, because there are. So once I started adjusting my life to 1,440 minutes, my time management skills hit the roof positively, right?
Wow.
Because I'm now putting things in by the minutes instead of by the hour. So instead of saying, oh, I'm going to take an hour to do this or I'll do that, I'm now saying I'm going to do this for 60 minutes and I'm going to rest for 30. I'm going to do this for 90 minutes and then I'm going to take a 15-minute break. So you have to plan your day. A lot of us want to run our businesses in our head, right? You can't do that. You've got to set a plan. You've got to write down everything it is that you do. You've got to come up with some type of time management. Everything doesn't need to be done every day. And that's one of the things. I have a very overactive brain. I'm a Gemini and this mind be on fire, y'all. Okay.
Mm.
And I had to really tone that down so I could be effective, because you can be busy, but are you productive?
Wow.
And that's the difference. So really, when it comes to time management, understanding that everything may not be able to get done in that day. And if you're struggling to complete that, then you may need to adjust that task for the day and say, okay, I can do this part right now, but I'll wait till tomorrow to do this part. If you have a project you're working on, you may not be able to get that all done in one day. So it's just really figuring out what time looks like. If you still work in corporate America and you're on the entrepreneurial journey, hey, I'm going to keep it a buck. There are going to be extra hours that you're going to have to put in when it comes to your business. So, yep, you worked 9 to 5, but you starting a business. So you're going to have to give at least 3 to 4 hours to that. So, yes, you have to get that management in and know that, okay, I've got to put a strategy in place for me. What works for me? Put a timer on your phone. I'm going to do this for 60 minutes. I'm going to do this for 30 minutes. I'm going to create content. Schedule things out. Facebook has schedulers, y'all. Schedule that stuff out. Schedule it out. If it's content creation, schedule that stuff out. But get a plan in place and be okay with taking time off, because self-care is the most important thing that we need to make sure we focus on. And if that involves taking a day off, that stuff gonna be there tomorrow.
Yeah.
Be okay with saying, you know what, I'm not gonna get to that today. I'll get to it tomorrow. But I'm gonna rest. I'm gonna rejuvenate myself. And when I get to it tomorrow, I'm gonna be at my best so I can be effective in getting it done and not just running on a hamster wheel. So
Wow.
it really involves setting your time management for you. What does that look like for you? What does a day in your life look like? So
Wow.
write that out and pace yourself along the way. Okay, this I can narrow this down to once a week. This definitely has to be done every day. Oh, this right here, I can really do this like twice a month. Figure out your plan. Figure out what works for you.
Yeah. Wow. That's crazy because for myself, after we had our daughter, my kids go to school every day
Mhm.
and I have to pick them up every day. If I'm not on the road working, I
Right.
pick my kids. People do not believe me. I pick my kids up every day. And after I pick them up, after I pick them up, it's time to either go to the park, cook dinner, wind down before I have to be back to the studio. Because
Yeah.
like now, it's 7 o'clock where I'm at. My kids are wind down. They're with their mom. Hey, okay. Because at the end of the day, I have to make sure that I'm a father. And as an entrepreneur, sometimes entrepreneurship is more than a 9 to 5. Sometimes it's nine to
Definitely.
nine.
Yep.
But I have to respect, like you said earlier, something that I wrote that on my board was set the boundaries. There's
Yeah.
no reason that anybody calls you not gonna call customer care, tell them they gonna need to be open at 2 o'clock in the morning just because
Come on.
that's when you decided you wanted to
Come
call. No,
on.
you're gonna have to wait till they decide to open.
Yep.
So after a certain time, I don't accept calls. I might be working on things in my office.
Yeah. Block. Shut off.
Yeah,
D&D. All
you
my
know,
favorite tools. D&D is
I,
my favorite tool. D&D. And I'll
and I,
D&D at 1 o'clock in the afternoon because y'all got to stop letting these distract you.
yeah,
You gotta put the phone down. Put the phone down and run your business.
yeah,
Put it on D&D. I put my phone, my office. I'm in the recording room here. My office is over there. My phone be over here when I'm in grind mode because I don't need
wow,
them distractions. You
yeah.
know. So
My phone
being
stay in D&D,
hey,
and a lot of people don't even know. I just took 4 days off because we had a family emergency, and
yeah,
I was, I just got off a plane to get back to the studio, and I was telling my wife, okay, give me an hour. I have to get some work done.
yeah,
Or what I did while we was away because we was on a different time zone, I got up super early so I can get all the work I needed done. Then by the time everybody else
yeah,
gets up, I'm not working. People would ask me little questions here and there. I would answer, but like oh well, can you call me right now? No, I'm on family time. I'm sorry, I'm not taking no type of because y'all be
I
wanting
don't
them
even
phone
respond.
calls.
I
How
don't
them
even
phone calls
respond.
turn into it'll only be 10 minutes, and then
Mm-mm.
before you know it, 3 hours later we still on the phone and you still ain't paid for your package. You still ain't paid the invoice. So I don't even listen. And so
But that's your boundaries, and as your coach, I'm going to tell you that is a boundary that you have to work on. If the invoice ain't paid, I'm not getting on the phone.
I pay you.
I'm not getting on the phone because it's not benefiting you. You know, we
Wow.
we operate in purpose. Don't get it twisted. But God's never going to tell us to be no fool. Okay,
Wow.
he not. He not gonna tell us to be no fool with how we operating. You know, and I operate in purpose too. I love God every day. I talk
Yeah.
about, I'm there, but God ain't telling me to be no fool. God has allowed me to walk this journey to become more purpose driven, more spiritually inclined, but also being confident in what I do and what I stand for.
And I'm
And
gonna
that
say
invoice
this.
is right there ready to go.
I'm gonna say this to piggyback off what you said. I'm okay with them not being my client.
There you go.
Last year, last year in January, I hit a point where I'm okay with you walking away.
Yep.
I'm okay with you because the clients you give the discounts to be the most neediest. I want it my way, and then because you don't do it their way, they talk about you, want to
Yes.
bash you, and want to do this. And I'm okay with, okay, hey, look, this just isn't going to be for me
I'm
because
good.
this could be working. I'm okay with that now. At
Yep.
first, like you said, I'm like, man, I got to make some money. I got to do this. I'm okay
Yep.
with it not being, you know what I'm saying? Because when you get into those situations where people don't understand, I had a situation last year. Again, I'm going to say this and we're going to go, y'all, but I had a situation last year where a client got a group of people, and I charged an amount for a service,
Hmm.
and they was like, well, where does our money go to? That was what their question was. And
That's not for you to worry about. But go ahead.
I'm I'm like, wait, when you go to Walmart and you buy a shirt, let's say a shirt, we ain't even gonna say one of them raggedy TVs y'all buy every Black Friday. No, we gonna say a shirt. You know what I'm saying? You buy one of them shirts for $30. You do know they only paid $2 for the shirt.
Period.
You don't ask them, hey, where does the other $28 go? You
Yep.
pay for your goods and you keep going. As an entrepreneur, let me put it into retrospect for you. I gotta pay my team to put stuff together for you. However much I gotta pay them, right? Number two, I gotta pay myself. I'm on payroll for myself.
Hey, come on.
And if
Come
I don't
on.
have no clients, I don't feed my family. So I'm paying. I give a service. I expect to be paid what I'm asking. If you feel like you can get it cheaper, and I've had people, oh, well, such doing it for cheaper. That's good, but then they eventually come back.
Oh
Oh
yeah.
man, they didn't do it like you were supposed to. I'm
Yep.
okay with that not being my client, and it's
It
okay.
is.
I want y'all to get to a point where it's okay to walk away and say, you know what?
I'm
I'll
good.
see you. I'm good. It's
I'm
okay. Be
good.
content with it. Because
But
my
be okay
purpose,
with putting in the work to find your client, because you do have to do the work to find your client.
yeah,
And
yeah.
that goes back to, like I said, the target audience and just really knowing who it is that you want to serve.
Wow.
Being okay, with who it is you want to serve. I'll be honest, the more you narrow down your audience, people, the better your business is going to be. And as a
Wow.
person that has walked that journey personally, I'm here to tell you it's a fact. Once I narrowed down specifically who I wanted to work with, instead of having the mindset of trying to help everybody, my life changed for real. My business changed.
Wow.
So just be okay with narrowing that down, because the clients that you do find, they're ready to work with you. So just be okay with that.
Yeah.
So, yep.
Listen, everybody, I got Coach
Woo,
Kisha
y'all.
Woods in the building. She done came rocked with me for the last album. You already know I'm your boy, Mr. 180. First off, I want to thank you for coming and rocking with the 180 show, coming and rocking with us this hour. But
For sure.
congratulations is in order. And I need y'all to hit that big congratulations in the chat because you have been nominated and accepted to be 180 Life's one of the top influential women of 2024. Okay, I
I
see
appreciate
you.
it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I
Listen,
appreciate it. It is an honor. It is just a whole honor. I'm super appreciative. Like I said, I just love our connection. I love, and
yeah,
I'm big on alignment and just, knowing that these things were supposed to happen. I definitely appreciate it. Real quick, because I know I'm streaming on mine too, but I
yeah,
wanted to put um just to notice that I have an event that is going up. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I have an event that's going on. So my Peoria, Illinois peeps, I have Empower and Excel that is actually November 13th. Please reach out to me if you are interested in actually attending. It is the elite networking event. I'm looking for everybody: business owners, podcasters, content creators, influencers. I'm looking for artists. Anything that you do that you are looking to make connections, I am bringing that with Empower and Excel. We are going to be doing some speed networking. We are going to be helping with business challenges. We are going to be eating good. We are going to be in a whole dope, positive vibe. And I want you in the building. So if you are here in the Peoria, Illinois area and surrounding, get your tickets. on my website, upgradedmindsets.life. You can reach out to me. You can stop here by UPM. Listen, it is all about really making those true connections and really building the collaborations that we talked about, the potential partnerships, because you need that to pivot as a business. And I love to be a part of that. So I definitely wanted to make sure I put that out there to my Peoria
Let's
peeps. So
let's go. Listen, I might even pop up, y'all. I ain't even gonna lie to you because it sounds so good. I might even pop up. I might have to make a couple calls and make sure I'm in the building. Listen, your network will depict your net worth. And events
period.
like this will put you in a room with people you never thought. I'm gonna tell you the quick, easy story. Got an email from somebody I did not know. They seen my magazine. I want to say they said it was in Florida. I hadn't been in Florida in about 2 years.
Yes.
So I don't know how I got to Florida. Well, long story short, they manage 15 different artists. One of their artists wanted to be a part. They reached out to me. I had
I
no clue
know.
that that artist was opening up for Usher in
Let's
Canada.
go. Let's
And
go.
there it just like I've met everybody. I've been blessed to meet a lot of people and I've
Yes,
been
and shout out to
really
you. Like, let me just give a shout out to you because you are definitely making great connections, doing what you do, operating in purpose, and just doing what it is. You are building so many great connections, but also creating that legacy. And I just really want to give a shout out to you for this platform, for bringing us together, for bringing everybody together, for the dope magazine 180 Life Enterprise. Like, just shout out to you and continue doing what it is that you do. Don't let nobody stop you from operating in your purpose because you're killing it right now. So I definitely want to give you that shout out.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it, y'all. Listen, I just need you guys to go and hit that follow button. Give everybody where they can follow you, where they can connect with you. Cause I need y'all to go and hit the follow button, hit the connect button. And when she gets done, I got a big surprise. I got a big surprise, but let everybody know where they can follow you at.
Absolutely. So as you can see, it's at Coach K Transforms. You can follow me on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, LinkedIn, all of those. You can get my website at www.upgradedmindsets with the Z.life. That will take you to what I offer, the packages, the programs that I offer. You can schedule a complimentary consultation there. That'll take you to the podcast. If you are Follow me on YouTube, y'all, because that's really where things really about to be banging is upgraded mindsets on YouTube. So make sure you subscribe to the channel there. Check out both of the podcasts over there. Let me know that you subscribe. Send me a message. Let me know if you got a question. Again, if you want to, have a coffee chat, learn more about the services I offer, learn more about how I can help you. Definitely don't hesitate to reach out.
Again, if you guys are in the Illinois area, the Empower and Excel Elite Networking for Entrepreneurs and Innovators, um, they are empowering, and the Excel is for you. Go check out the website. They're doing speed networking, collaborative opportunities, appetizers, refreshments, interactive presentations, support with business challenges, Life Together Center. I don't know how to say that city, so I'm gonna let her say the
Oh,
city.
it's Peoria.
Okay, there we go. I went to where this
Peoria,
I
Illinois.
went to where this weekend I was reading, and they didn't know that I'm on the radio so much, and they were just like, "No, that's not you." And I'm like, "Man, y'all worse than the people on the radio. Oh, my bad. Excuse me, my fault, y'all. I'm from Texas. You know what I'm saying?" But listen, y'all, make sure
Oh
that y'all
my
and get go and get your tickets. They don't listen.
God.
I live in San
Right. Don't
Antonio.
do Peoria.
I live in San Antonio. Okay, I was raised in
And
Austin.
I love it.
Easiest.
I love it. All the way in Texas, baby.
All the
That's what
way
I'm
in
talking
Texas,
about.
y'all.
The power
And
of
that's what the
connection, y'all.
connections is about. You know what I'm saying?
It is.
Cause we getting you to come out here. I need you up in Houston and San Antonio area. But listen, y'all, fresh hot off the press on Amazon. We did it again. We done made another anthology. This is a poetry for the soul. It is called To Be Inspired, Poetry for the Soul. Produced by 180 Life. Y'all already know what it is. But we have to give a big shout out to all of our sponsors. So we had 3 sponsors that sponsored this project. Big shout out to all of our authors, number one. Number
Number one, all of our authors, thank you so much for being a part. One of our sponsors is Brilliant Moment Event Planning. So of course, we definitely want you to check them out online. I'm going through and reading the sponsors as I see them because they are in here. Big shout out to Z Speaks for being a proud sponsor of this particular project. And I'm almost there. Hold on. I got one more because we had 3 sponsors. TrueTreasures.net. I need y'all to go and check them out. Make sure that you go. Listen, they got some beard oil that I think I am going to order tomorrow.
Oh, it is the bomb. Let me tell you,
Listen, I
that
went
beard
on the
oil has been
website.
popular. It has been banging. True Treasures has, and I'm biased, y'all. I'm gonna be honest, because that's my client, that's my girl. Shout out to True Treasures, my girl Sharonda, her hubby Gabriel. They are killing it with the all natural product game,
Wow.
y'all. So make sure y'all go check out the website truetreasures.net and check out all the products, because not only do they sell all natural products, they got some dope jewelry, custom handmade jewelry. They
Oh,
have
wow.
everything over there. So make sure y'all go check them out for sure.
We're gonna have to have them on the show. We're gonna have them on the show. Y'all just gotta stay tuned and stay subscribed because I got some surprises coming up. Yes, so I'm gonna have to order the oil because we'll do a show about the oil.
Yes.
Y'all done seen me in my reaction videos. So I'm gonna have
Yes.
a good show about it. Me and my bros. We're gonna have to do a
I
show with
love
the
it.
oil.
Let's go.
Listen, go get your copy, please, y'all. Please go on Amazon. Get your copies. Get your copies. Coach K has some books as well. Make sure you get your copy. If you do not have a subscription, go get your subscription of 180 Life Enterprise Magazine because y'all already know it be going down up in there. You know what I'm
And
saying?
do. And
Y'all
do.
already know I had went and I got to hang out with my boy Calvin Richardson this weekend. But he is on the front cover of our special issue, October 2024. And Dr. Carrie Ann Zamore is on our regular. Dr. Cynthia J. Hickman. It is Domestic Violence Awareness Month.
Yes.
Listen, if you are scared to talk to somebody, just reach out to somebody. If you need help, if you just want to talk, just reach out.
Yep.
If you get this magazine, there are so many resources inside. I believe I want to say this, and this might be premature, but Coach K will listen. Dr. Carrie Ann Zamore will listen. These are people that will listen, and
Absolutely.
we can help you get some resources. But
Absolutely.
listen, we are here for you. I'm your boy, Mr. 180. I ain't gonna ramble on because y'all know I get to rambling when it comes to different. I get to rambling when it comes to different events, and I know I gotta go. Y'all done already said, okay, we outside the time. But listen, Coach K, thank you so much for coming by. Thank you for
Oh, I
rocking with me.
appreciate you having
Thank
me.
you
I appreciate it. It's
we're
been
gonna have to have
fun.
a part 2. We're gonna have a part 2 next month.
You are,
All right,
you know I'm down.
listen, I might have to come out there and we're gonna have it in person at the event. You know what I'm saying? The part 2. That's what we might. You know what? I'm about to make some calls tomorrow.
Ooh,
See if
don't
we
talk
can get
too
them.
much about it. Don't talk too much about it.
Y'all gonna get y'all tickets because Mr. 180 gonna be in the building. You feel me? Y'all ain't seen Mr. 180 really in action. I mean, keeping it calm out here. But listen, please tap in. Thank y'all so much for this wonderful evening. From 180 Life, Coach K, everybody around the world, we thank y'all so much for tuning in, and we out. Get your subscription now at 180life.com, 180lyfe.com. You don't want to miss these up and coming entrepreneurs, inspirational stories, things that can help the whole family, from recipes to fun to inspiration. Go get your subscription now over at 180life.com.